From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Friday, September the 9th, 2022. An Israeli man was lightly hurt in a shooting attack last night in the West Bank. The IDF wrote that it received a report regarding a shooting attack adjacent to the village of Huwara. A moving vehicle, it wrote, opened fire towards an Israeli vehicle. The passenger was slightly injured and transferred consciously to a hospital. IDF soldiers are searching the area. The driver was said to have been hit by shattered glass from his windshield and not from the gunfire. Reports today that the foreign minister of the United Arab Emirates, Sheikh Abdallah bin Zayed Al Nahyan, will visit Israel next week. Israel's Channel 12 News said Al Nahyan's visit marks 2 years since the Abraham Accords, the establishment of relations between the Emirates and Israel. Ben Zayed, the channel reported, is expected to meet with the President of Israel, Isaac Herzog, Prime Minister Yair Lapid, alternate Prime Minister Naftali Bennett, Defense Minister Benny Gantz, and Opposition Leader Benjamin Netanyahu. The Abraham Accords were signed on September the 15th of 2020 with the United Arab Emirates, also establishing normalization with Bahrain. More now on the passing of Queen Elizabeth II, mourned by Israel's leaders, as we reported to you yesterday, and Jewish organizations sharing their condolences on the Queen's death at the age of 96, marking the end of an era. The American Jewish Committee wrote Queen Elizabeth was the embodiment of British resolve and grace for over 70 years and a dear friend to the Jewish people. B'nai B'rith International wrote she was driven by an unswerving sense of service and duty and noted her support for the UK's Jewish community throughout her reign. President of the World Jewish Congress, Ronald Lauder, said she and her family were beloved symbols of resistance to Nazi tyranny, refusing to leave London during the worst times of the Blitz. Lauder said the young Princess Elizabeth was an inspiration and source of comfort to Anne Frank in her hiding place in Amsterdam. And he noted in 2015, she and her late husband, Prince Philip, visited the former Nazi concentration camp of Bergen-Belsen in northern Germany, where Anne Frank died, to commemorate its liberation by British troops. Queen Elizabeth's refusal to flinch in the face of evil, Lauder said, but instead to fight it with every formidable fiber of her character, will be an inspiration for generations to come. The Conference of Presidents of Major American Jewish Organizations CEO William Daroff shared condolences and shared the post of UK Chief Rabbi Ephraim Mervis, who composed a special prayer for the Queen's passing, which reads in part, "In life she was a most gracious monarch who occupied a throne of distinction and honor. In death may her legacy inspire the nations of the world to live together in righteousness and in peace." And the municipality building of Tel Aviv lit up last night in the Queen's honor and in solidarity with the British people. The World Health Organization Regional Conference of Europe is taking place this coming week for the first time ever in Israel. The 72nd annual gathering will be held September the 12th through the 14th in Tel Aviv. Dozens of health ministers from some 53 countries are expected to attend. Issues on the agenda, the WHO Europe said, include digital health, long COVID, and emergency preparedness. Israel's Health Minister Nitzan Horowitz also mentioned issues like the inclusion of people with disabilities and the situation in Ukraine. Horowitz said bilateral agreements for cooperation in health and research will be signed with the health ministers of Germany, Croatia, Cyprus, and Kazakhstan. On Israel serving as a first-time host for the event, Horowitz tweeted, "We were chosen to host the conference thanks to the high level and achievements of our health system." Taking a look now at our programming for tonight on JBS for Friday, September the 9th. Live Shabbat services are coming up at 6 o'clock from New York City's Central Synagogue, followed by Shabbat services from the Hampton Synagogue. And then it's Nefesh Mountain in concert, followed by the film The Making of a Martyr. Then it's another episode of Jewish history and a replay from the Hampton Synagogue, followed by a replay from Central. And coming up next, a look at this week's Torah Portion. And that's the JBS News Update for Friday, September the 9th, 2022. I'm Teisha Bader. I will be off on Monday. Micah Halpern will be here filling in. Stay healthy, stay well, and Shabbat Shalom.